Hey, what's up, guys? When I had that servo issue, I decided to pick up a couple cheap servos. I'm gonna use it as a steering servo, in my extra nitro buggy. I'm gonna run that BK all metal servo for the throttle. I feel like this one got a metal case with a plastic top, and I just don't know about the quality of these, so I'm gonna stick with the BK for the servo, so we don't have no runaways. But all right, let's take a look. GX servo, brushless motor, 42 kg, high voltage. I'm running it on 7.4 volt. Definitely not the fastest servo, but having excessively fast servo, I mean, this is pretty fast, but having them excessively fast, it can just be a little twitchy for steering, especially. I think this will do pretty good for steering. We'll see if it holds up. But guys, these are $23, so this is a far superior servo to anything you'll get in the ready to run. And at 23 bucks, I would doubt it's brushless. But tell you what, I'm gonna open it up and see if it's got 3 wires going to the motor, which would indicate. And we'll do that right now. So, let's just give you a comparison to this. This is a super fast 0.07 on 7.4 high voltage. It's more noisy. Now this is a cyclic servo. I'm not really sure what that means. It's not bad for sure. It doesn't have a whole lot of torque. It's like, I think 180 to 200 ounce-inches of torque. So I'm not really sure what it was designed for, but it's BK, which is like Protex. It's pretty high quality, and it should do fine for the throttle. And being that it's all metal case, it won't be, as likely to strip a gear. So for the steering though, this thing is quiet. It says 180 throw, but you get about 45 degrees, maybe something like that. Maybe not even 45 degrees, I don't think. Anyway, but it's definitely all you need for steering. Yeah, guys, and it comes with this metal kind of, it's got like this matte black finish. It looks pretty decent. It comes with the screws too for the, so this one only takes one, but it does come with 2 of them. So I guess you got a backup. Sometimes the little heads on those can get stripped kind of easily, but all right. So let me break this thing apart real quick. So hold up a second. All right. Well, I got the back off. This has actually got the long screws, which I haven't seen in a while. A lot of the servos that pretty much look just like this, but they'll have a metal top too. They'll have 4 screws on the top, 4 on the bottom. But I'm not disappointed, with what I paid. Looking at this, the little motherboard there looks pretty good, So I'm gonna take off the other side. We're gonna take a look at the gears. I'll probably pull it from the case because I do want to see what's going on with the motor. I'm not real sure what all these things on there are, like these 3 things. I think I've heard people refer to them as like MOSFETs, maybe. I'm not sure. But let's look at the gears real quick and go from there. All right, so looks like we're looking at mostly steel gears and maybe 1 brass, and that's like the drive gear. So that is the gear that drives everything else. Sure, there's a reason for why they would, maybe that's a failure point. So if it does get bound up, it will strip that one pretty easily, keeping all the other gears in good shape. I'm not sure, but it looks really close to the 9i mods, which I've had no issues with at all. I know I've heard some people say they get them, they'll be dead on arrival, the 9i mod brushless servos. But I think I got a winner here, guys. For the price, this is not going to be, in the race kits that I'll be racing on Saturday, but this will be in my practice backup kits. I may keep one as a spare because they're only 23 bucks, man. And Let's see if I can pull this. Well, I do want to get a look at the motor a little bit more. Hold on a second. Let me pause it so I can see what I can do. Alright, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it open any more than this. I don't want to, try to pull anything out. Nothing's broken yet. So the gears are easy to get to. I'm going to assume that it is a brushless motor. It's marked right there on the side of it. It's very quiet, very smooth. And looking at the top, which I said is plastic, see it's got brass fittings in the plastic to help keep the gears all lined up. Now there is like a machine oil almost. It's like a very kind of thin white grease. Looks like that's a good buildup of it on the brass gear there. But anyway, it's very slick. You can see some of it in there, but it's got a ball bearing there. I imagine there's some other bearings in here somewhere. Let's see. I'm not sure, but anyway, we definitely got one there on the top. I don't think this thing is waterproof because I'm not really even seeing a gasket, but I'm not gonna be getting it in the water. So all right guys, well, I'm gonna get this thing back together, and we'll take a look at it in action one more time. And I'm gonna say this thing, as long as it doesn't break as soon as I put it in the car, I think it's gonna be a decent servo for $23. All right. All right, so we took it down, tore it apart. It's definitely metal gear. Don't know if it's brushless. I'm gonna assume that it is. It works good, I've felt it's got some significant, power, some torque, I don't think I'm gonna be short on power for the e-buggy or the nitro buggy if I were to have to use this, and for a race kit. But it's a $23 servo. I'm not gonna, put my stock in these. But for like a basher, somebody, if you want to just throw this in like a Creighton or something, as long as they're gonna hold up. Now with the metal gears, I don't see how you can get a better deal than this. Like, I mean, we're talking about the price of like, the most cheap basic RTR servo, but this thing is brushless, fast and powerful. So hopefully it holds up. But I will give an update, and a little time after a little while, we will see. The only time will tell. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.